Welcome to Reality After Show coverage of Australian Survivor Brains v Brawn II, Episode 9. I'm Jonny Fairplay. I mean, the secret's out. Sorry, Kelly. Now I got to deal with Mark's bullshit too. My favorite time, Eden Porter, trending on X right now. Hashtag Eden Porter 1. Welcome, Eden.
Oh, thank you, mate. Yeah, I've got Kelly. Kelly started sending me messages, unprompted messages now. I'm scared for my life.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I blame you. I do blame you.
Yeah, where does she live now?
Everywhere, mate. In my nightmares.
I was about to say, there's a Freddy Krueger residency, Elm Street apparently. But if she, her ID says Elm Street.
The rebels are here. The rebels are here. You still hear that at night, but it's still.
Well, too soon. All right. Well, it's Brawn Day 19, and you know what you should be doing on the day of the 17th and 16th of March? You should be joining me, Jonny Fairplay, as I'm in Australia. The 16th I will be in Sydney, and the 17th I will be in Melbourne. Eden will be there. Sydney, King George and Ferris will be there. It's at the Grove Bar and the Emerald Peacock. Two of those things sound like words I've used before in the last couple weeks, so maybe those are correct. All the information can be found at survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. If you're looking at the show notes right now, it's there, along with a link to follow Eden's other Survivor podcast, in which he has voted out castaways. So
yeah, we're doing some exit interviews. Yeah, it's great.
As the numbers go, are we at 100 yet?
We're right there. We're right there. So come on, guys. Come on.
Today's the day.
Today's the day. Pushing over. I'll do a little party.
Carpe diem, as the nerds say. So I played trivia last night, and there was, I don't know, some Doctor Who question. They're like, what? And I was just like, yeah, I was having sex, so I don't know the answers to. I understand where you're at looking for these answers. I was finger popping.
Was there a question on that though, John? Was there a question on that?
I wish. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm up right now. Like at 2 a.m. I was.
You're looking good. You're looking good.
I mean, it is 8:30 a.m. right now. I think I'm doing great.
You're looking great, mate.
Yeah. So sold a record. And this is my only show until today. It doesn't jive with the mood, but I figured I'd show a record that I sold this morning. It's Danger Mouse, the Gray album.
Hey, Danger Mouse. Yeah. That looks great.
You know what the Gray album is?
I know the White album. I know the Black album.
That's what this is.
Yeah, really?
It's Jay-Z's Black album and the Beatles' White album combined.
Great. Oh, excellent. Love it.
The Gray album. Look it up.
I will. Do yourself a favor.
So
I can't buy it off you because it's sold.
Whatever record label Danger Mouse is on, he was like, yeah, I'm putting this out. And they're like, yeah, we're not putting that out. And so he released it for one day on his website for free. And then everyone kind of did whatever with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't piss him
off. He's not even making money off that. That's just someone.
And that's impossible to find. I just sold that for like $70 American, which is, as you know, $4,000.
$1,000. Yeah, I couldn't afford it. Yeah,
I'm not on theater wages.
Yeah,
you know how many tickets you have to rip in half?
Do you know how much popcorn I have to pop to make that?
I thought you just did remember the Mr. Fuji?
Yeah, wax on, wax off. Do I remember Mr. Fuji?
No, that wax on. That's Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Fuji was the manager of.
Yokozuna's manager. Yeah,
Mr. Fuji.
Yeah.
So when he retired from wrestling, he's the guy that tears your ticket at the movie theater, like in Kentucky or something.
Yeah. No way. Well, it is funny because you have like 15-year-olds serving you popcorn, and then you have 70-year-olds ripping your tickets. It's this weird both ends of life.
Like, do you guys still rip the tickets there?
Yeah, we've still got ticket rippers. Yeah, a lot of it's on your phone now. But there's still, you can still get your tickets printed, and we can still rip them.
Yeah. So like there's a place like the movie theater where I live is garbage. I mean, the seats suck, the sound's horrible. Like I always have to go and ask them I don't even go there anymore. I'm like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
So I literally drive an hour down the road, which it's an hour's not far. Anyway, they have an IMAX place.
Yeah,
and every time I buy a ticket, I'm just like, why no one checks your ticket?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You could just walk through a lot of the time. Yeah, it's
And
don't tell anyone, John. Don't tell anyone. My
like,
livelihood.
If you didn't think Eden could buy a Danger Mouse record before, now that the jig is up.
Well, you should come when you're in town. I'll show you Gold Class. I'll take you out to Gold Class. That's the movie experience there. That's awesome. You get out. You get a fully reclined seat. You can go all the way back. You get alcohol served to you. You can order hot foods. You can order dishes that come in. Like it's legit. It's really good.
Okay, well, we do like where when I saw Dogman, we had the reclining seats, and as my 7-year-old ratted out to her baby mama, or my baby, whatever, the ex, she was like, Dad was snoring like 10 minutes in.
Oh, that's outrageous! Come on, mate.
Well, once I saw the origin story for Dogman, I felt that I didn't need anything else. I was
it's all downhill from there.
Yeah.
Once he had the dog head sewed onto his body, or the
yes, in a catastrophic accident that we shouldn't even talk about. I felt it was a lot.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
And then fast forward to me on Saturday, and there it is on my television. I just press a button, and there's Dogman. I'm like, wow, how much did that evening cost me? And the girl, I was just like, hey, do you mind? Because I went to the butter machine and I grabbed a straw, and I was gonna do, and she was like, please don't do that. We'll layer the butter for you. And I'm like, okay. And she was like, and I'm gonna put it in another tray, because sometimes it can leak through. I was like, it can't be that bad. Holy moly. It leaked through the tray. There was so much butter.
Wow. That is a lot of butter, mate. That's too much butter. That's too much butter for one man.
Yeah. I'm a mortal.
I'm a mortal man.
I can't. No one can have that. You would cease to be mortal. Exactly. All right.
Let's talk Survivor. Okay, please, where are we?
Please. We are almost 8 minutes in, and all I have said is the words Brawn Day 19 thus far. So for the third time, Brawn Day 19. Logan's pissed, and I'm like, welcome back to the show, girl.
Here we go. She's back, baby. She's back. Oh. And she is throwing AJ's name around. She doesn't like how AJ's taken over, and she's chatting up everyone. She's like, no one trusts AJ, do they? No one trusts AJ. She's just trying to check in with everyone, which is good. Yeah, it's good to have her back.
She did not appreciate the purple edit last episode.
No, she did not. She posted about it.
She did. Don't throw rocks at my girl Logan. She's got a machine gun.
She's gonna come get you. I like this. She's sowing seeds of distrust and amongst people. Like, she's doing that confirmation bias by telling people, now you don't trust AJ, do you? And they're like, no, I don't think I do. And they're like, good. She's just building on that in secret behind the lines, which I think will bear fruit. Maybe not now, but maybe later on.
Yeah. The AJ hostage plan affects the 4 brains on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's part of AJ's plan. He doesn't like them.
He doesn't care for them. I think he's close with Miles, but the other ones he does not.
Yeah.
They're not anything
to
him.
Well, Miles is the idol king and the golden foot /boot.
Yeah. Man. Dude, that idol, we'll get to that later on, but that was one of the most ridiculous finds of an idol ever.
Oh, yeah.
He just walks up. Can we just do the challenge? Stop looking for an idol. Oh, here it is. It's just here. Okay, everyone go back to the challenge. It was so weird.
Oh, so well, AJ is not playing, or sorry, Kristen, who's allegedly playing, she is not gonna play AJ's game.
No.
And I'm just which your name's Kristen, I hear.
You want to play anyone's game? Yeah, I don't know. But you know what? Interesting thing Logan says in this one, she does her classic confessional where she's like, AJ's meant to be in alliance with us and she's not, and he's not taking other people's opinions into account. We're all meant to be working together. And I'm like, sweetheart, he's not in alliance with you. Like, he doesn't care about you.
Yes, no. I wish he would. I love the idea of Logan, Noonan, Paulie, and AJ, but
It'd be great.
I don't think AJ likes that idea.
No, I don't think AJ likes that idea either.
Well, AJ is pretty magnificent here because he sits down with allegedly Kristen, according to my notes, and says, let's run ideas by each other. And Kristen allegedly says, I have no ideas. To which AJ replies, do you watch Survivor? and we don't really get an answer. And he goes, you just must be naturally good at it.
I know. I'm like, come on, man.
Just like, okay, I don't know if allegedly Kristen is good at Survivor, nor should you even falsely put that into the universe.
But I'm like, there's complimenting people and there's buttering people at the wrong. Ferris used to do this quite well as well. He used to just hone in on stuff and be like, man, you're so good at this. You're so good at that. To make people feel comfortable. But yeah. But
do you fart a lot before you got here?
So good at it. But she's not picking up what AJ's putting down. Like, you don't come out there and be like, you're so good at something. She knows that she's not pulling the strings and all over this game. She knows that. And so it's a little too much. The other thing that I thought was really funny was when she said, I play with respect because I'm a firefighter. I'm telling you right now, that's not going to help you in this game, mate.
I knew a firefighter that cheats on his wife.
Oh, you don't talk about Tom Westman that way, mate.
Well, I mean, I feel like this is the platform. Too soon? Is Tom Westman alive?
Yes, Tom Westman's alive.
Oh,
I think
God.
so.
Of all the survivors we lose, and it's not
Shout
Tom.
out to Tom. Oh, Tom's great. I know Tom's a watcher. Hi, Tom. How you going?
Oh, I mean, I meant it's. I'm so glad Tom is not one of the. Oh, if we lose Big Tom before Fireman Tom, I feel that the Survivor gods. It's the beginning of the end.
Yeah, that's grim. No, we're not going. Big Tom's fine.
Big Tom's fine. He's great. He's going
to be okay for season 50. He's still going to be fine for season 50.
He could. He has a candy bar every day for his diabetes.
Oh, okay. What are we talking? Snickers? Are we talking
whatever the worst thing is? Tom, you got diabetes. If you can't spell it, you ain't got it. All right, fair enough.
Does that mean? What does that mean for STDs?
I do not even get us started on chlamydia and gonorrhea. It's too early, Eden. Way too early. It's
late for me, John.
It's the Lord's Tuesday. Is that a thing? Well, guess what? The brains are a thing, and Miles is still talking, and at this point, literally explaining to the new brains how talking too much put him in the bottom. Literally.
Yeah, I thought that was really funny as well.
You're not gonna believe this, guys, but last time I talked way too much and put myself in the bottom. Let me explain it thoroughly.
It's so palpable when you see it. It's just the body language of the Brawns is just it's like cringing. It's like, what is this guy doing? This I don't really want to have this conversation with you, and it's just coming out. It's just
it won't stop.
It won't. He can't stop. I think it's just a nervous tick. I think it's when he's nervous, this is what he does.
Yeah. And I think they, as bad as this is, I think they still dislike Max more.
Yeah, see, okay, we'll get to some of this stuff, but I think Jesse really liked Max.
I think Jesse likes Max a lot less than we think. I think there's a reason we did not get a Jesse confessional here.
Yeah, look, you might be right. This is my headcanon, though, is that Max put all his effort into Jesse and they were getting along and they were really cool. Jesse is not the person that can wrangle votes.
And then alleged Ben was the one he needed to be to befriend.
Yeah, and then he didn't talk to anyone else. He didn't talk to the girls. He didn't talk to, but he didn't build that.
Well,
He was
girls
just
don't.
Jesse.
Can girls vote in Australia?
Yeah, they can vote. They can vote.
Is this new?
Morgan and Kate, they can vote. They're allowed to.
Okay, I didn't. I know. Based on how I'm watching Max play the game, I was just under the assumption that women couldn't vote.
Well, maybe that's what Max. Maybe that's how Max was approaching the game, because he
Yeah.
really needed to do an all-out charm offensive and not just talk to one person in particular. Because it's okay. So it's different if you can identify the ringleader, right? If you can identify someone that can wrangle votes. Like, it was very clear to me when I was playing, there was 4 people in the game that could actually wrangle votes and get people behind them and do stuff. If you can identify those people and you can get one of them on board, then you can get them to advocate for you and change people's minds. His fatal mistake was getting someone that doesn't have that ability in that group. And
I feel like Paulie has the ability to get people behind him to do stuff, but this has nothing to do with the game. Nothing to do with the game whatsoever. We're backed right into that one, didn't you? So did Paulie.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Is there any pegs in this episode? No. Speaking of pegs, challenge. We're at the challenge.
Hold on. Let me make sure. Mad Max says that the new Brains tribe is magical, and they like him and not Miles, and adios muchacho, and yet another low budget Jim Carrey impression of some kind.
Yeah, he does love it.
He doubles down this episode. He was just like, "Hey, do you somewhat hate Jim Carrey?" I'm like, "Yeah." Hold my beer. If you think you just like Jim Carrey, what about a low budget version of Jim Carrey?
Yeah, Timu Jim Carrey.
I think I like that less. You will. Let me do that. So, yes, it is challenge time, and the new Brains tribe is shocked because they got rid of the muscle. I don't know if you're aware of this, Eden. But Ursula was strong.
She was strong. She was strong. She was holding the team together with her strength. Why would they get rid of her?
Mentioned that.
Yeah, I don't. You got to, Ursula. You got to lead with your best asset, mate. You got to sell it. You got to sell it. Come on.
Maybe a confessional or 4.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all you get. That's all you get.
Yes. All right. Well, yes, and well, guess what? AJ makes his hostage pitch. And Jesse, not the leader of the New Brains tribe, says, "Wow, this guy is delusional." And I'm just like, "Ooh, did we find a problem with the AJ's plan? Does the plan not work if the other people are stupid?"
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I think this is going to be AJ. I do feel like AJ is pretty strategic, and he's thinking through a lot of this stuff to a level that I just don't think people can really comprehend in terms of, hang on.
I think it took them a minute to be like, what is
hang on. What? Well, hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah. But I'm just worried, honestly, now that he said it out loud, and we already saw it starting to happen this challenge, they're throwing it. Are we going to get the actual situation where both tribes are trying to throw a challenge because they know merge is coming up soon and they want to get rid of extra people? This is talked about, but it's never, I don't think it's never officially, like, both tribes are just like, I don't want to win. I don't want to win.
I don't feel production loves this.
No, I think production hates this.
I can even see JLP not appreciating this.
No, JLP and look, Jeff would have old school Jeff would have gone nuts at this. Absolutely gone nuts.
Yeah. I am removing AJ from the game for saying this. Who wants to be next?
Yeah. Come on. I'm taking your rice away.
I'm giving you maggot rice. We already have maggot rice.
Yeah. Exactly. I'll leave you the maggots and I'll keep the rice. Yeah. There you
go. No, protein. So,
protein.
Well, once again,
I don't think this goes over very well with anyone. I think it isolates the brains that are over there. I think everyone looks at AJ like, oh wow, he's coming off as a jerk. Even though they're going to end up doing it, I just think it's put a huge target on his back.
Oh yeah, we were literally saying
this last
24 hours ago, man, AJ's running the show, and now we're like, no. So, the online reaction to AJ, they don't like him. This is He's literally doing King George, and they don't like this guy doing King George.
Yeah, it's pretty polarizing. There are some people that are like, this guy's trying some stuff, this is good, but then there's a lot of people comparing him to George, and just yeah, there's a lot of George lovers out there that are like, this is not George, don't try and be George, sort of thing.
Well, I think the issue, and I actually talked to George, and George loves they're friends, and they didn't chat prior, but they're friendly now. They had met each other, but they didn't talk Survivor prior.
Yeah.
So I feel the difference, and George kind of agreed. The difference between AJ and George is like AJ is playing like $1 million cash games of poker. Yep. Like this guy's got money, so he bought Bitcoin for pennies on the dollar. Like he is fine in life, and George is the quote unquote, and I hate it every time Emmett said it, the cockroach from Bankstown.
Yeah. George is the hustler, the hustler, the trying to get, yeah.
And I think as a common man viewer, you're rooting for the underdog versus the millionaire going, I just came to play Survivor because there wasn't a cash game this week.
Yeah,
I didn't feel like making the drive.
It's a good in terms of an audience reaction. Yeah, it's probably a good breakdown. I don't think they've played into the AJ's a millionaire poker player too much in terms of his character, but I can see maybe that seeping through, and yeah, it's interesting.
So, but well, it's the reward apparently sucked once again. So thank you, Australian Survivor reward budget of $8. And that's Australian. That's
Australian, Nate. Exactly. So it's like it's a nickel over there, isn't it?
It's literally it's a Buffalo nickel, which you have to look it up to see what it's worth.
Okay, good. Surely they have a couple of those sandwiches left over from the other day that they could roll back out.
The middle pieces of bread that people took out.
Yeah.
Do you remove the middle piece of bread when you get a club sandwich?
No, I just eat it. They could have actually had the chips that were meant to be in the middle of the club sandwich. Maybe they could have them separately as a separate prize.
Maybe it was. So,
packet of Smith's chips would have been great out there.
All right. Smith's is not a sponsor. We will not be referencing them.
Yeah, Pringles. Sorry.
Oh, did you say?
Did you say Pringles?
Did you say Survivor Pringles?
Oh wow, that's legit. Is that old school?
Yeah. So, which series was the only one not located near a body of water?
That would be Africa.
You are at Survivor Africa is the answer.
Don't worry, mate.
I never got a Jonny Fairplay chip. So I got a.
You've got too many on your shoulder to get your own one, don't you, mate?
Yeah, I feel that Rhino was an answer. Someone was at my apartment in Los Angeles, and I got their chip with their name on it, and they were just like, "Oh my god!" And I was just like, "Let me see," and I just crushed it.
Hang on. Are you saying that there were names on the chip?
Yeah, there's trivia on the the chips.
They're on the chips. Oh,
yeah.
What
the chips look
hell?
like that. What
Our
was the who was the oldest player to ever play the game?
Chip. I thought it was.
Yeah, each chip had a trivia question.
Oh, that's amazing! They should do that again. That's great.
I know. 50th anniversary. Come on, Pringles, where you at?
Come on, Pringles.
And then Alphabets did for All Stars. They had Survivor players on the boxes. So not in the U.S. Wow. It was just international.
This is back in the day. Yeah, this is, oh man,
yeah.
Bring it
so
back.
Big Tom's like, I'm on a box of cereal, Fairplay. What the shit you ever do? Whoa, calm down. It's fucking breakfast, dude.
Have a candy bar.
yeah, have a candy bar. Maybe that'll help your diabetes you can't spell. So, all right, it's immunity. It's a it's a canoe with 50 heavy sandbags, which you have to remove. And then there's puzzle pieces on puzzle slats. You will be creating a 5-word phrase with those 15 slats. And then you have to throw some balls with your names on it on top of the net. And The new brains. So Kate and Zara sitting out, but their only agreement to sitting out is, old Braun, you guys are going to try, right? And they're like,
yeah.
that,
About that.
Yeah. Can we answer after the challenge?
Is this one of the worst pretending to throw a challenge you've seen? This was bad. This was pretty bad.
What? I actually enjoyed it because watching
it was so bad. Yeah.
Oddly deep voice Miles attempt to pick up this canoe by himself.
I know Miles and Laura were like absolutely gassed. They were really trying. They were really trying. And they're like, guys, why is this so heavy? I'm just like, oh, please.
Yeah. And allegedly Ben is like, I don't know, man. I'm grunting. And they're like, are you grunting? He's like, yeah, I'm really trying to push one out.
Things I liked about this challenge. I liked the fact that, the ball throwing at the end, everyone had to get a ball. It wasn't just up to one person.
Yeah, I saw their names on there, and I was just like, I want the ball with my name. Like, I would love to take that back to camp.
That would be great. That would be great. That would be a good little keepsake. No, they're not letting you do that. But I like that idea. And then look, what did you think of the clue? One of your sandbags contains an idol.
I liked that it said it, and the new Brains tribe didn't care. Or no, sorry. The new Brawn tribe didn't care, and the new Brains tribe were like, "Oh my god!" And Miles was like, "It's not true. There's not."
Yeah, they were yelling it out. It's no. It's lying. They're lying. They're lying. It's not
lying. And JLP's like, there could be a message for you, and he was like, "There's no message." It's JLP is a liar. We've said it for years. It's just like, whoa, why the JLP shade, Miles, with your oddly deep voice?
Well, but this totally broke this challenge down. It just became a whole different thing. It was just like, okay, everyone stop what you're doing. Like, I like the idea of getting a clue and finding an idol at a challenge and having to do it sneakily and all that stuff. Everyone just looks through the sandbags while you're doing the challenge and everyone's like, okay, we'll just do that. Stops, everyone does it. They find 2 idols and then they keep like I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it.
I kind of hated it. And if your production, you have a dream board, because I like to write my dreams on a board. Do you do that? Do you have a dream board?
Yeah, vision board. Vision board.
Yeah. Do you have a vision board?
Yeah.
Wow, you're a 14-year-old girl. Would not have guessed.
Or just over here. It's just me podcasting with you, Johnny. That's on my vision board, and it came true.
You're either a 14-year-old girl or that one chick from Big Brother that one year. Portia, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't think they have names on Big Brother. They have numbers, right? Is it like Squid Game?
It's Squid Game. Yeah, 5, 4, 6. But I didn't like it. I thought it broke the challenge. I thought it wasn't clever. Like everyone just looked through it, and then 2 people found them, and it was just okay.
Well, if your production with your vision board, and you're just like, who are the 2 worst people that could find this idol?
Well,
oddly deep voice Miles and allegedly Kristen.
Well, Christian does nothing for this. This is just a waste. But Miles, I think Miles getting it, like, you wanted someone in the minority on both tries to get it, which made it a little bit interesting.
And Miles, of anyone in the minority, would be most likely to potentially play it on someone else versus Zara, Laura get it. They're playing it for themselves.
100%. Yeah, 100%. But Miles is probably that swing that you could probably talk into doing it. The other thing is, though, when else have we had Miles as an idol, Max as an idol, Paulie has an idol, AJ has an idol, like Christian has, like, that is 5 idols in the game at once. That's huge.
I don't love idols, but I'm not hating this. So especially with Max going home with an idol.
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, yeah, poor Max. Yeah, that was
or sweet Jezebel, if you will.
Sweet Jezebel. That's right.
Jim Carrey face.
Somebody stop me. Yeah, all that.
Okay.
And then Brawn win at the end of the day. It's not
yeah,
close. Brawn,
New Braun wins because Karen, you're welcome.
Karen.
Karen, she finally hits it. Brains lose, but Miles has an idol. And Kristen says Noonan threw under the bus. And I'm like, look at you, Kristen, with your second confessional of the show.
Yeah. Interesting. Like, really, by the way, terrible hiding spot. She puts it in her back and it's like a huge hump in her back.
Well, maybe she has a huge hump, and it's just like, well, they noticed beside the other huge hump I have in my back.
It just blended. That was no good. And Noonan's just like, oh, she found it. Don't worry. It just shows you where she is on the pecking order. Like, she's next.
Oh, yeah.
She would have been next to go home.
Well, not now.
Not
Maybe
now,
she'll play it for someone that now. She's
No,
she is naturally good at Survivor.
Apparently.
I mean, word on the street. According to my man Joey Numbers at the Port Authority.
So who are they split? If they go to a tribal, who are they splitting on? So obviously they're doing it. They're doing it on her and what, Logan? Splitting, probably.
No, I'm guessing her and Paulie.
No, they're not voting Paulie. Paulie's in with AJ. Paulie, Noonan, and AJ are a thing, I reckon.
Okay. Well,
I think AJ
there's other people that are not.
There's Kaylin. There's Kaylin, but I don't think they're voting. They don't put it in the Kaylin. And there's Kareem.
I could live with a split vote, Karen.
Yeah, possibly.
And Karen and Kristen, allegedly Kristen. I could live with that split vote because sweet Logan is safe.
I think Logan being on the other side of AJ, I reckon she's in trouble. I reckon the split would between those. I
don't like that.
I'm just saying it's possible.
She's a cherub.
She's a cherub. She's my cherub.
Is that a compliment? I don't know anymore.
I don't think it's a compliment.
It's not, or it is.
No, it's not. I don't think. I don't think anyone wants to be called a cherub. I don't think
she's not a cherub.
I don't think a modern woman wants to be called a cherub these days. I don't think so.
I just she's great.
She's great.
Can you say great?
Yeah, you can say great. Great's fine, mate. Great's fine.
Okay, all right. I just
she's great.
Oh wow, she's Tony the Tiger.
She's there. You go, mate.
Do you know who did the voice of Tony the Tiger?
I do not.
Stagger Lee, Lee Marshall from WCW Nitro, the guy that used to be like, "Hey, I'm at the building that we're going to next week." So that shitty commentator.
He was the voice.
He was Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger. There you go. Education.
And that made no sense production-wise. He's like, "Hey, I'm in the building we're coming to next week. Nothing's been set up because we're a traveling circus and all the rides are in the city that you're currently in. So the fact that I'm at an empty building a week before for no reason, just saying it, is kind of stupid."
Yeah, pretty much.
Great. All right. Max says Miles just complicated things.
Yes.
Miles thinks the canoe wasn't that heavy. Guys, I feel allegedly Ben may not have tried.
Yeah, allegedly. I still can't get over how everyone missed that idol and Miles just looked. The one person that just wanted to do the challenge looks down and just sees it. I still can't believe that happened. Yeah,
actually, I kind of that kind of makes me happy because it just really just ruined everything.
And it's so funny because you can't fake that. Like Miles was literally saying, "Guys, stop doing this. Stop looking for the idol. Oh my god, here it is. Okay, here it is. I've got it. Now you have to stop. Okay." And it was
now you come finish this, please.
So funny.
I have the idol. I've ruined everything. Please just win the challenge now.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ben did in fact take allegedly his name is Ben, did in fact take the AJ bait. And don't worry, the old Brawn are going to throw 4 votes on Max and then at the same time make Miles nervous. And I was like, Max, but these are your new friends. What? Okay.
Yeah. It is funny. That is the first plan that they said, and that is exactly what ended up happening.
Well, because I don't think Ben likes strat chat.
No, I don't think. I think it was,
Yeah.
guys, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, I think
Let's do
Jesse
it.
came back and he's just like, Max wants to be one of us. I think, and Ben's like, yeah, but we already talked about it earlier, and I'm not changing anything because
But we came up with our one plan, and this
yeah,
is it.
this is our
Like-
one.
Okay, so from this point of view, like it makes sense if they're worried about Miles playing an idol, right? The one person that Miles probably isn't going to play it for is Max, because him and Max don't like each other and they're not getting on. So it's way less likely for him. It's way more likely that he plays it on Laura or Zara than Max. So that to me makes sense, and it makes sense so much that you think, well, then Max, as soon as Miles uses his idol, Max should use his then.
Yeah, just as Miles says, just one more day. I mean,
yeah. And I stand by the thing. If the person you are voting for, that you want to go home uses an idol and is now safe, you just don't know what's going to happen then. You just don't know anymore.
Are plan B.
Exactly. So you just go, you know what? The person I wanted to go home isn't now going home, so something else could happen, because all he knows is who he voted for and who he had on board. And so if those Miles votes are all gone, then yeah, you're in some serious trouble, man. And Max just, Max, I think he had Jesse. Jesse couldn't convince anyone else. Max needed to build relationships with everyone and not just that. And it makes you feel so sad because he's so genuine about it. He's like,
oh yeah,
no. I actually really like these guys and I want to play with them.
They're my new friends.
He's talking to Laura and he's like, these guys, I like these guys. I think I can get on with them. And
they are
head.
literally my friends. Well, I've only talked to Jesse, but I feel like the others would like me if I had a conversation with them. And Jesse's like, hey, this guy's cool with us. And Ben's like, well, we already have the one plan. Oh, okay. Well, sorry. I don't care. And it's just like, oh, wow. Jesse's not even really his friend.
But you know,
I don't think Jesse fought.
I don't think even Jesse in his voting confessional, Jesse's just like, hey man, I really like you, but I've got to stick with my lines. It's just that point of you're there with 4 other people and everyone else is saying one thing. You're like, this is not a hill I'm going to die on. I'm just like,
not for Mad Max. So,
Max,
Laura's like, hey, if they split the vote because the idol, the 4 brains can just write Kate and we're good.
Yeah.
And and as they're going over the plan, Max goes, but what if and they're like, hey, just say you're doing the plan. There's a plan. I'm like, holy shit, will this guy literally it's
commit.
Just lie.
Just lie. Just commit and say, yep, I'm down. Just do whatever you want. Just say, I'm down with you guys. Yep, let's do it. But I think Zara, again, and Max mentions it later, but in this moment, Zara really does talk down to him. She says, like, if you stuff us around this, I'm going to kill you. Don't screw us over. Like, that's just not a good thing to say to someone that you're trying to get on board.
Yeah, no. So, that the old brain strong plan does not work for Max. He would rather send himself home, is what I have in my notes at this point in the episode. Holy moly, how prophetic.
Yeah, very much so.
So, Max tells the old Brawn, his new friends, everything. And he's just like, look, let's just do a 3-3-3 split. There's 0 worries for anyone in the world. And little secret insurance policy, sweet Jezebel, his girlfriend. See, I don't think Max understands what a Jezebel is.
Isn't Jezebel like a woman of the night? Like
that's your side piece. That's not your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's the person on the side.
I guess girlfriend in relation to a wife.
Yeah. There
but
you go.
I feel Jezebel is more side piecey and doesn't even get the girlfriend honors. I don't know.
But he even says it. He says, if I get a whiff of anything, I'm going to use my idol. And they must have just done a really good job. Jesse must have just done a really good job of just like, yeah, man, it's all good, man.
I don't think they did. I think like they literally farted in his face. He's like, I'm not smelling anything. And it's just like, oh, okay. And Ben's like, did you not see me grunting at the challenge? I was pushing out farts.
I was really trying my hardest. Yeah, Miles knows.
Miles knows. So
it is funny though, because that conversation that Miles was having, Max was having with Ben and Jesse, he was saying, he's like, so the brains think I'm doing this. They think I'm going to vote with them. I'm not. I'm going to vote with you guys, and we can do a 3-3-3, and then we can revote. It's just the fact that he is so articulate in that plan and saying this is what they think. It does make you suspicious that is what they're going to do. That you are only doing this now to make us split votes, because Max is telling them, oh, we should do this. Whereas I think the better tactic is for them to be like, I'll vote with you guys. Tell me whatever you want to do. You don't want to be the one saying, hey guys, you should do a 3-3-3 split, because that works. Because
there's no way that'll fuck you over.
Exactly. And it makes it seem like you're trying to push it on them. And it's like, well, what's your agenda? And I think it puts up more warning bells. I think a better thing would have been, guys, you tell me what you want to do. I'm just going to vote for me. You tell me whatever name you want me to do, and I'll just do that and let it be. But it just put too much worry in their heads. Yeah.
And so at this point, like this is once again a shorter episode. I feel like it was like one of those 85-minute or 80-minute episode, whatever. It was. It wasn't the full 90. And we literally see Max in confessional say the same plan like 8 times, and Jesse can't get one confessional, even if he's agreeing with the plan. Like, I'm just like, this would have been a good Jesse confessional moment. Like, why do we need to hear Max literally say the same thing 8 times?
So Max is reiterating everything again and again. Jesse we could have had okay, so I've got Max on the hook now. I really like him, but then my other guys are saying this, and I don't know what to do. Like, you could have done that. You could have given him that at least. Jesse.
Why not? I mean, like, do you guys use film out there? It's just like, we don't like, we
check the gate. Yeah.
we got some Max confessionals. We have to use them all, and there was no film left to do anyone else.
So you know what's really painful though is, and this is just me looking forward in the season, because they have under edited like PD, Ben, Jesse, Kate, Morgan. We have to go through like 6 episodes with them leaving, and I don't care.
No,
I don't. They haven't made me care about these people. I don't care about them at this point. It's 3 weeks in. I know nothing about them, and they're just going to be. They're just going to be. Yeah. And it's just like, man, this is going to be a slog if they don't change it up or do something like that. Like, they just haven't invested in any of these people. It's weird.
I feel like there is something with Jesse, but the fact that they couldn't give us one confessional right here means we're not getting any confessional ever.
Yeah, exactly. So,
it literally just made no. I mean, like we saw Max. Max said the same thing. It's just like, say it this way. Now say it this way, and it's like, choose one of these 8, and they're like, okay, let's just use those 8.
Let's just use them all.
And it's just like, why are we like the 7th time I feel like I know the plan.
Yeah, we know the plan. We definitely know the plan.
Yeah.
So, Max doesn't know the plan though, but
no. Max tells Laura his plan, and he's like, hey, hear me out, Laura. What if we jump to the bottom of another alliance?
Look, this is actually wild, because it works. He gets both of them to vote with him. Like, it's a weird plan that they just sort of gave up. They're like, oh well, this is all we can do now. We just got to pile on Miles and just get rid of Miles.
Yeah. So Laura tells Zara Max's plan. Miles needs to play his idol for Zara. So Miles goes home, and Zara's only move. At this point, Zara's making faces. No, just kidding. She can't. We're ready for that one, are you?
No, that was a good one. I didn't see that.
Zara loves this podcast. she's always tweeting about. She's always Facebooking her young friends.
Yeah, she's always surprised when she listens to it. It's always that.
So Jesse talks to the old Brawn, and they're like, Yeah, that's great, but we're just going to do dumb Max. And Max ends his eighth and final confessional saying the exact same thing he said all episode. He is hungry for a blind side. I'm like, well, you're about to
Famous
get
last words, mate.
a
Yeah.
full plate of blind side.
So it's funny because they do show that scene where Jesse goes, "Hey, I've been talking with Max. He really wants to get on board." And then Ben is just like, and Kate, those guys are just like, "No, we've got our plan. We'll just do our
Yeah,
plan."
yeah,
And there's no discussion, and it's just done. There was
yeah,
one Max had one really weird line that he said. Max says, I don't trust them for a bar of soap."
yeah.
What is that?
I,
Is
I
soap
don't
not
know.
trustworthy? Where's Max pulling that from?
I'm sure it's a Jim Carrey line.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So, obviously. All right, it's
Cable guy.
Tribal. And JLP goes, Ben, you have barely been to Tribal and on the show.
And he goes, yeah.
and allegedly, his name is Ben, says, you're right. Or I don't even know if he replied.
No, it just cut away. It just cut away.
Yes.
To the
Next,
fire.
Jesse reveals that he has multiple plans, but he doesn't get a confessional to express them. So don't worry there. Zara is a lover, not a fighter. Not a very emotional lover, but a lover nonetheless. Max is a swing vote and will be on the right side of numbers, but potentially on the wrong side of history. I don't. Where was Max January 6th?
Oh.
No, I don't.
Max was probably teaching his primary school kids.
Probably in Australia, if I.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, well, I don't know like what kind of time off teachers get, and when those
They actually get good time off. Actually, yeah, he would have been on holidays January 6th. That's school holidays.
Let's start the rumor now.
Get him a new hat. Get him a red hat.
Oh, he loves red hats. So, wow, this will be a pretty shitty day for Max if there's like, he was voted out, and there's rumors of that where he was January 6th.
Poor Max. I do feel sorry for Max. He was so confident, but I stand by it. If Miles plays his idol, Max should have instantly played his.
Yeah. So, yes, Max said he'll be on the right side of the numbers. Miles, with his oddly deep voice, is not sure if he will or not. It's time to vote. And Max the Mask is here to vote out the Jungle Rat. He is all in on, like, literally zero chance. I'm not even talking flush the idol. He's just like, look, let's just go 5 votes on Miles. Who cares? Like, I'm not. And they're like, what happened to your 3-3-3 plan? Nope.
Yeah. No, we're all just doing Miles. Everyone on Miles.
He has an idol. Does he?
Whatever.
We don't really know if that's not it. It's not Sweet Jezebel.
Yeah.
Does this idol even have a name?
You know what he could have done? If he really wanted to, he could have gone to Jesse. This is a big call. This is a huge call. But you go to Jesse and you say, Jesse, I'm really feeling a connection here. I've actually got an idol. I'll show you the idol. And like, I want to play with you. And maybe that is enough to get people scared to put votes on Max as well. He doesn't have to use the idol, but people are like, well, let's do it on Zara because Max is now. If they had an inkling that Max possibly had an idol, I don't think they're putting votes on Miles and Max.
Well, Miles also bad gameplay wise, when the old Brawn are just like, who are they throwing their votes on? He goes, oh, who even cares? Just say Kate. What like?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The fact that he's just like, oh, I don't even know, and it's just like, okay, do we really trust this guy?
Yeah, no.
No. do we like him? No. Is he our new friend? No.
He's just hanging in there, man. He's just hanging in there.
He is not.
And he's gonna know all the girls put votes on him as well.
Oh yeah. So if anyone has an idol and like to do so, now would be the time. Play an idol now would be time. Blah blah blah. And Miles goes, yeah, I'm gonna play it for myself. Just one more day in the game, guys. Just like I don't know if I've expressed this verbally, but I feel like I'm on the bottom. Maybe as a result of talking, I would like to talk about it and share my feelings of how I feel.
Zip it. Zip it.
Yes. And Max's new friends didn't work out. And And he ends with Delusional Max thinks that if Miles didn't find an idol, that he'd still be there. I'm not positive of that.
I think so. I think Miles was really
but
robbing them.
I don't think it's a guarantee.
I don't think it's a guarantee, but I think from what we saw, they were really over Miles' questions, and I think they would have put the majority of the votes on Miles. I think they still would have split it.
Yeah. But I feel like Max could have dug himself a hole potentially.
Yeah, I think so. I think that conversation he had with Ben and Jesse, the fact that he didn't talk to everyone, that he didn't ingratiate himself with the girls, like he just put all his eggs in Jesse's basket, and Jesse's basket could not hold his eggs.
No, well, and eggs are very expensive. How much are eggs in Australia?
Oh, American or Australian? They're off the charts, mate. You can't.
I can do the conversion, so it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah. We just buy one big emu egg.
Oh wow, that's economical. So it's a smart move. So all right,
we're never as smart as. Okay, that's all she wrote. See you later, Max. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, and that's all she wrote for this week. We are done for this week, and next week I'm in Boca Raton, Florida. I'll be recording from my hotel room in Boca.
Ooh,
on Sunday, and then I guess Boca. Sunday and Monday I will be recording from my hotel room.
Great.
So, and because I think my flight, we'll see. We shall see. And then I'm on a flight to Australia.
Down under, mate.
Down under. Oh, I have the okay.
Get a minute workout. Yeah.
There's only one band out of Australia, and they're called Cheap Trick. Very wonderful. So yeah, get tickets at survivortix.com. Follow Eden at Eden Porter 1. Don't forget to use, when you're talking about Brains versus Brawn 2, use the hashtag Eden Porter 1.
Get it trending, people.
We're so
people will be like, who are these? Who is this guy?
He's killing it. So yeah, a new Kristen is like, what's hashtag Eden Porter 1?
Yeah, what's that mean? Is that some lingo? Is that some Survivor lingo I'm not aware of? Yeah.
Well, naturally. Yeah, and go follow Eden's other Survivor podcast, in which he'll be potentially talking to Max and his hat.
Yeah,
ask him if he has a red hat now.
Oh, yeah, I will. So we've got one exit interview tomorrow recording, then they'll be out at Survivor Debrief. So check that out tomorrow.
There we go. Check the show notes. As I say, get your tickets for at survivortix.com for the 16th and 17th of March, Sydney, and then Melbourne. St. Paddy's Day with Jonny Fairplay. I cannot imagine anything better than drinking green beer with me and you, Eden.
Oh, dude, it's going to be great. At the Emerald Peacock as well. Emerald
Peacock. Oh, yeah. I could drink 10 beers like the Golden God.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
If given the opportunity.
Drinking competitions. Let's do it.
So. There we go. Links to everything at johnnyfairplay.com. No H in Johnny. I'm at Jonny Fairplay. And until next time, goodbye, everybody.
See you later.